So you wanna be a criminal? Game on!
Amazing grace.
Shut up, McGough.
You don't want to know how long I've had this key, and you definitely don't want to know where it's been.
What are you doing?
Tyson will meet you by the water tower as soon as...
Girl. Take us toward the drop.
The king. I gotta hand it to him. He's held Rocky with a fucking iron hustler's heaven. But old kings grow goddamn dinosaurs. So the king and his inner circle all got pancake. This town is...
Grand Theft Auto V, released back in 2013. We're talking about a game that's basically anchored a whole generation of gaming for, over a decade.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, the anticipation for the next one. It's not just hype anymore, is it? It feels like this, historical moment we've all been waiting for.
Totally. And now, finally, that moment actually has a date. A hard official date.
It does. So we're diving deep today, looking at all the verified stuff, everything we know about what Rockstar's planning. And yeah, they've said it. May 26, 2026. Worldwide release.
May 26, 2026. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Confirmed by Rockstar, backed up by Take-Two on their investor goals.
Yeah.
So our mission here is really to cut through the noise, right? Mm-hmm. Focus on what we know. We know it's Vice City. We know it's set in the USA, obviously. And these new dual protagonists, Jason and Lucia.
Yeah.
This feels like more than just a new game. It's like innovation meeting this massive legacy.
And Rockstar, they definitely feel that way. You know, what's interesting about their recent communication, they didn't just confirm the May 2026 date. They actually, publicly apologized for the delay, which is kind of unusual for them.
Yeah, it is. Shows they know people are impatient, maybe.
Exactly. It signals they're prioritizing getting it right, polishing it, rather than just hitting that original fall 2025 window they might have been aiming for.
Okay, so the setup they've given us, it sounds pretty compelling already. Back in Vice City, USA, but a modern, huge version, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
And they specifically said Jason and Lucia have the deck stacked against them.
Yeah.
That sounds, I don't know, less like the sort of freewheeling chaos of old GTA, maybe more structured, desperate.
It definitely hints at a heavier narrative. And that narrative promise, it seems directly tied to the technical promises they're making. That's where the trailers really gave us something solid.
Right. Trailer 1 in late 2023 was the big reveal, but Trailer 2, May 2025,
yeah,
that felt different.
That was the blueprint, because Rockstar made a really crucial point with that trailer. It was a mix of cutscenes and actual gameplay.
Okay.
And the key thing, captured entirely in-game on a PS5.
Right. Now, see, that's where my maybe my skepticism kicks in a little. They're clearly going for this total immersion, right? Blurring the line between watching a movie and actually playing.
Absolutely. Seamless transition.
But can a console, even a powerful one like a PS5, realistically maintain that level of fidelity across a massive open world like a modern Vice City? That seems ambitious.
It's definitely the high wire act, and it's why everyone's focusing so much on that specific promise. We're talking cross-platform fidelity, too.
Meaning it needs to look and run pretty much identically on PS5 and the Xbox Series consoles at launch.
Precisely. That blurring of the cinematic and the interactive, that's not just graphics, that's a fundamental engine overhaul. They're treating the game engine like a film camera, essentially.
And the fans are watching like hawks. I saw some sources saying the community's already found nearly 90 hidden details or Easter eggs just in that second trailer.
Oh, yeah. 89, I think, was the number.
Yeah, it's intense. It shows every single frame is being dissected. They can't slip up.
Which, leads us right into the whole platform thing. Officially confirmed, PS5 and Xbox Series X and S at launch.
And, as usual, no official word on PC yet.
Nope.
That's always the bit that stings for PC players, isn't it? We know is how Rockstar usually does it, but still. Why the staggered release? Always feels like we get a port later on.
Well, the standard answer is complexity. It boils down to asset streaming and optimization, mostly.
Asset streaming.
Yeah.
Like loading the world around you smoothly.
Exactly. Think of the world as thousands of little chunks. The game's constantly loading the bits you're moving towards, unloading the bits behind you, ideally without you noticing.
Right, invisibly.
Doing that seamlessly, with the kind of detail and draw distance they're aiming for, is hard enough on console where the hardware is fixed.
Okay. 2 main configurations to worry about.
Right. But on PC, you've got hundreds, thousands of potential hardware combinations, different GPUs, CPUs, RAM speeds.
It's a nightmare to test and optimize for all of them.
It's total nightmare. So the delay lets them nail the console versions first, get them stable, then tackle the wild west of PC hardware.
Makes sense, even if it's frustrating. Okay, let's switch gears to something maybe even more ambitious, technically speaking. These rumors about Project Rome. If this is true.
Wow, Project Rome.
Yep.
That's probably the biggest, most transformative rumor out there for GTA 16s. It sounds like Rockstar's potential answer to creating a truly living online world.
So it's not just like standard mod tools for making custom cars or whatever.
Apparently not. The rumor suggests it's an integrated, possibly server-side online modding engine, a dedicated toolset baked into the online experience.
Integrated. So what does that actually mean for players, like people playing GTA Online?
It could mean that the community, or at least skilled creators within it, could use official game assets and tools to build whole new, persistent experiences within the official GTA Online framework.
Wait, so like community-made DLC almost?
Yeah.
Like official?
Kind of. Think authorized, large-scale, community-built content that constantly evolves the world. New game modes, new areas maybe, built with Rockstar's blessing, using their tools.
Man, if that happened, Project Rome could turn GTA VI from just a game you buy into this.
Yeah.
Constantly growing platform.
Exactly. It could extend its lifespan way beyond even GTA V's incredible run. The community effectively becomes the long-term content engine.
Which definitely makes that whole $100 price discussion we need to get to feel a bit different.
It certainly reframes the value proposition, yeah. But let's hold that thought and pivot back to the story side for a sec. Jason and Lucia. Huge deal, having a female lead in a mainline GTA for the first time.
The expectations around their dynamic must be massive. We're moving away from that lone, usually hyper-masculine power fantasy we've seen before.
Right.
Having 2 leads, especially with one being female, it just suggests, I don't know, maybe a deeper dive into their relationship, their shared goals. Less random mayhem, perhaps.
The speculation is that the story will definitely weave together classic GTA themes. You know, crime, conspiracy, fighting the system, but with a really sharp focus on modern stuff.
Like what?
Like viral culture, social media, the absurdity of instant fame, maybe. Imagine the extreme wealth and influencer culture of a modern Vice City colliding with the grit of their criminal lives.
Okay, that sounds potentially really interesting. And to pull that off, the community seems to be looking back at Rockstar's last big hit.
Red Dead Redemption 2? Absolutely. The wish list is full of demands for RDR2 level physics and interaction.
That feeling of weight, right? Realistic movement, driving, shooting.
Yeah.
And those interactive interiors everyone loved.
Yeah, being able to actually go inside more buildings, interact with stuff. But that's where the technical challenge ramps up again, massively.
Because RDR2 was mostly wilderness. Less dense.
Exactly. Scaling those complex physics, the detailed AI, the interactivity, scaling all that up to work reliably in a packed, vertical, modern city like Vice City, that's a monumental task. Think about the AI needed for crowds, traffic, interiors.
Which brings us maybe to the biggest tightrope walk they have. The cultural risk. GTA has always been satirical, provocative, definitely mature content.
And that's the $1 million or maybe $100 question, isn't it? How do you adapt that satirical identity for today's world? A world that's, much more sensitive, globally connected, without losing that edge completely.
Yeah, because in the past, some of the humor relied on shock value, maybe push boundaries in ways that just wouldn't fly today. A bad joke goes viral instantly.
It can derail everything. So do they play it safe, water it down, and risk losing what made GTA?
Or do they double down?
Well, the smarter play, and what some sources seem to hint at, is shifting the target of the satire.
How so?
Instead of maybe easy targets or shock humor, focus the critique on bigger things like institutional hypocrisy, corporate greed, the craziness of influencer culture, maybe systemic issues in modern Florida,
So keep the edge, keep it mature, but aim it more thoughtfully, less punching down maybe.
Precisely. Maintain the satirical bite, but focus it on more complex, systemic targets. It's still risky, still requires incredibly sharp writing, but it's probably the only way to thread that needle.
Okay, let's talk money for a second, because that's driving all this ambition. Take-Two, the parent company, keeps reaffirming that May 2026 date in their financial reports.
Loud and clear.
That signals huge confidence, right? Even with the delay. They're basically betting the farm on hitting that date.
The financial future, at least for the next couple of years, really hinges on it. The market expects this to be like the biggest entertainment launch ever, period.
And that expectation, that confidence, is feeding directly into this really controversial topic, the price.
Yes, the $100 question. It's definitely stirring things up. Shifts the conversation from just buying a game to investing in an experience.
Exactly. Because the argument goes, if GTA VI really delivers on all these promises, the insane fidelity shown on PS5, the huge scale, the RDR2 physics in a city, maybe even this Project Rome thing.
Then some analysts are saying the sheer cost to develop that, the sheer ambition, it deserves a $100 price tag.
But wow, the pushback.
Yeah.
Gamers are used to, what, $70 now for top-tier games. Jumping straight to $100, that's a massive leap over the last-gen price.
It's huge. About 43% increase over the $70 point, yeah. Can the perceived value justify that sticker shock for most people?
It really forces the question, what are you buying? Is it just a standard game with a beginning, middle, and end?
Or is it entry into this evolving service? If Project Rome is real and turns GTA Online into this constantly generating content machine powered by the community,
then maybe $100 starts to sound more like an access fee to a living world, not just a single game purchase.
It puts all the pressure back on Rockstar, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They have to absolutely nail the quality, the tech, and the long-term support to justify that price.
So much tension.
Yeah.
Deliver something technically unprecedented, navigate this incredibly complex cultural landscape.
While meeting sky-high fan expectations and justifying a potential record-breaking price, it's, unprecedented in gaming.
Okay, so wrapping this up for you, our listener, two big things to take away from this deep dive, I think. First, that commitment to blurring the lines between cutscenes and gameplay. It's not just graphics. It's a fundamental push for consistent, deep immersion across the whole experience. That's the technical moonshot.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And second, Rockstar is walking this incredibly fine line, balancing their signature sharp satire in a modern world while building something so technically massive it pushes consoles to their absolute limit.
It's a huge cultural and technical balancing act.
So here's a final thought to chew on. Given everything we've talked about, the push for realism, the massive scale, the need for online stability, especially if Project Rome happens, what are you most willing to compromise on in GTA 6?
Ooh, interesting.
Is it that absolute, unfiltered, do-anything freedom the series is known for? Is it the sheer size of the map? Or is it swallowing that potential $100 price tag? Freedom, scale, or price?
Something to think about until we get that next trailer, or maybe some concrete news on Project Rome. We've definitely got more to explore there in the future. For now, though, stay curious.